This is a memory override alert. Attention all listeners in residential zones, academic districts, and urban centers. If you were born after 1945, this message is especially for you. Your memory may not be your own. This is not a drill. This is not a reenactment. This is a return. You've seen the signs. The flags you thought were just collector's items. The boots that sounded too synchronized to be coincidence. The parades your town pretended not to notice. Maybe you even heard the music. Those old marching songs on your neighbor's radio. The ones that stop when you get too close. You told yourself it was nothing. Just history repeating itself. Just politics. But it isn't. This is not a resurgence. This is resurrection. The original Nazis have returned. Not descendants, not imitators. These are the ones whose bodies were never found. The ones who vanished before capture. The ones history forgot on purpose. They weren't killed. They were stored, tucked inside symbols, inside rituals, inside things you've called heritage and culture and tradition. Hidden in frequency bands your ears can't process, but your bones can. Buried in the lullabies you thought were innocent. Embedded in the audio tracks of your childhood cartoons. Whispered between lines of your school's national anthem. Not everyone can hear them, but you can. That's why you're getting this message. If you felt strange while reciting a pledge, if your arm twitched upward during a school assembly, if your reflection looked just a second too proud when you put on your uniform, then they've already touched you. They are not here for war. Not the way you think. They don't want countries. They want continuity. They want the future to forget the past was ever different. Here's how it starts. You meet someone who speaks just a little too formally. Their smile is perfect. Their haircut is from another time. Their handshake is too firm. They ask you questions, simple ones. What do you think about order? Wouldn't the world be better if people just followed rules? Isn't peace worth control? They're not recruiters. They're surveyors. They're checking the code. They're looking for blank spots in your memory. Weaknesses, glitches. They don't hand out pamphlets. They hand out praise. They tell you how smart you are, how disciplined, how clean, and you start believing it. Then you see them again, at the DMV, at school, in uniform, not military, local, police, code enforcement, administrators. Their badges look normal until you look too long. Then you see the old crest, faded behind the plastic. The eagle has two heads. The lines bend inward, into a spiral. It stares back at you. There was a case in Bakersfield last month. A high school history teacher went off script, started teaching a different version of World War II. Said the camps were misunderstood. Said the victims exaggerated. When the students reported him, the principal backed him up. Said it was alternative perspective. The students pushed harder. Filed a complaint. The next week, 3 of them disappeared. One was found. He'd carved something into his chest before he died. Truth is corrected. The handwriting was not his. The problem is, the people doing this don't remember that they're part of it. That's how deep it goes. That's how perfect the override is. You think you're arguing with a stranger online, but the replies feel robotic. The opinions are too sharp. The facts come too fast. You click on their profile picture. It's blurry. Their voice and videos? No emotion. Like they're repeating something they practiced. That's because they are. It's not a bot. It's not AI. It's something worse. It's human, but empty. A repurposed shell. Programmed with ideology. Fueled by memory loops. And if you see a photo of one of them from the 40s, and then see the same face in your school yearbook, you're not hallucinating. You're witnessing continuity. They've started showing up at family events, weddings, funerals. You don't know them, but they speak like they've always known you. They say things your grandfather used to say, phrases that haven't been spoken in 70 years. And your grandmother, she just smiles, because she remembers, because she was there, because she's one of them now too. You need to stop assuming these are people. They wear skin, yes, they walk, they speak, but their blood runs slow. Their mouths don't taste food. Their laughter never breaks into a real smile. They blink, but never during the pledge. Their boots don't make footprints. The sound you hear when they walk, it's just a recording. Play it backwards. It's not footsteps, it's screaming. If you've ever had a dream where you were marching, not by choice, but by rhythm, where your mouth chanted something you didn't understand, and when you woke up, your bedsheets were folded like a cot, neat, perfect, tucked, that's not a dream. That's a memory. One you weren't supposed to have. One they gave back. And here's the worst part. They don't recruit with fear. They use pride. They make you feel chosen. They make you feel important. They smile at you in that clean white uniform and say, "You're ready now." And maybe you say yes. And maybe that's the last thing you ever say. Because once they enter, there's no reversal. You don't go back to being who you were. They don't erase you. They keep you in there, watching, screaming, while your body salutes without you. You think this is a story. You think it's a warning. But this is a follow-up. Because if you've seen the flags, it's already too late. This is the final transmission. If you are hearing this, you are within proximity of a confirmed resurgence zone. Remain where you are. Do not make contact with your neighbors. Do not attend school. Do not open your door if someone knocks in rhythm. You've probably already noticed the shift. Your friends have stopped questioning things. They say the uniforms are just for tradition. They don't flinch when the morning announcements include phrases like national purity or mental correction. They laugh when you mention the old stories, but their laugh never reaches their eyes. Their pupils stay still. Too still. They blink at the same time now. Watch for it. The books are different. You flip through your old notebook, and a passage was missing. A sentence erased. A memory misprinted. But when you asked your teacher, they stared at you like they didn't understand the words. You showed them the flag someone carved into the bathroom wall, the one that wasn't there yesterday. They smiled and said, "It's always been there." But it hasn't. You remember. That's why they're watching you now. This morning, a boy in your class stood up and saluted. He didn't stop. He stayed like that until the bell rang. Then he walked out the door, into a car that didn't have a license plate. No one said a word. His name is already gone from the attendance list. His desk is empty, but not dusty. They clean it every day. You've been marked as incompatible. That's the word they use. Not enemy, not dissident, just incompatible. Your dreams will get worse now. You'll hear boots in the hallway when no one's there. You'll see old photos change while you're looking at them. Your reflection might raise its hand before you do. Tonight, they will come for you. They do not break in. They are let in by someone who looks like your father, by someone who speaks in your own voice. And when they take you, it won't be with chains. It will be with ceremony. You will wake up dressed in white,